And auto mechanics are discovering some daily damage this spring, and they say hungry rodents are to blame.
Yeah, so Andrea is here with some tips to keep rodents from munching on your wires. And yeah, Andrea, this can be a pretty expensive problem for vehicle owners.
Yeah, it can be up to thousands of dollars. And parking your car in a garage does not mean you're safe.
That's a telltale sign that something's been in here.
How does that seed get in here?
Coming through where your car takes in the air from, and they're getting in behind there, and they're using that to nest.
They are mice and even rats.
3 weeks ago, I had a customer in for an unrelated issue, but we actually found a dead rat under the hood of his truck.
Oh my goodness, under the hood.
Yes.
Jonathan Clute at Techway Auto Service in Milwaukee says there will be other, more subtle signs that a rodent is trying to nest in your vehicle.
You'll get like a burning smell. It'll almost smell like a grass burning.
Fred Kilp didn't sniff out the problem.
She would go immediately to the car and climb up on the hood and sniff it.
But Nala did.
Girl, Nala was the one that actually called our attention to the fact that there was something amiss under the hood of our car. I started the car and we had no dashboard lights, no radio. So I drove it over to Techway, to Jonathan, and they called me later and they said, yeah, well, you've got some critters living in there.
And once rodents have made a home under your hood, they often begin chewing on wires.
They want the casings because it makes good insulation for their nest.
Jonathan says wiring can be an expensive repair, up to several $1,000s.
How much did that end up costing you?
I'm thinking it was about $600. Where the problem comes in is when the door comes down.
Rose Pest Solutions has some suggestions for Fred.
Mice only need the size of a dime to get through.
She says replacing the weather stripping on garage doors is one easy and inexpensive fix.
So we usually...
Another fix, preventing access to what rodents are attracted to.
If you're storing dog food or bird seed in the garage, put it in a big plastic, well-sealed, airtight container.
And if you need more help, she says, put down the poison and call in the pros.
When you're using, poisons or rodenticides off the shelf, you often think like, oh, I'll just double up the recipe, make them go away quicker. But you could be hurting birds of prey, you could be hurting other wildlife, and we have to be more conscious of those things.
Nice walk.
Fred says he's learned a lot, including this piece of advice: listen to your pets.
They know more stuff than we do.
I think you're right.
Now, most auto shops like Techway will do a complimentary check for signs of rodent damage or nesting during your typical oil change. So maybe just something to ask when you're in for your next service appointment.
I just automatically thought, because I parked my car in the garage, I'm good. But I guess
size of a dime to get in there.
And I do have a lot of bird seed in my garage as well.
So you need to do some adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I have a mutual friend that had this happen to her, and it cost almost $5,000 because they ate the entire wiring harness of the vehicle, and that car won't work without it. So they got to replace the whole thing. And
expensive, yeah.
I also heard if you put Irish Spring soap,
okay,
for whatever reason they don't like that, little chunks of it in the car. Maybe if you store a vehicle for the winter,
Might
and
make your car smell nice.
under the hood, but keep them out of there. So, good advice.